Welcome to Gemini February Tarot 2022. Hello, Gemini. How are you? So, Gemini, welcome to your February 2022 Tarot. So, Gemini, on it starts off with a bang. So on the first, we have the new moon, which is in your ninth house. So this is a great time to be initiating new action when it comes to any goals or dreams you have, when it's higher learning, searching for a new teacher, doing anything spiritual. If you're a writer, this is great to be finally getting your book published, learning about subjects concerning spirituality or the law. Some of you guys maybe even wanted to train to be a teacher too. We have the full moon also in February in Leo, which is in your 11th house. So this is great if you guys want to expunge certain groups, organizations, or even friendships. There might be friendships that you no longer want to affiliate with. Or, you may decide that you've outgrown a group or organization in some way and you want something new, you want something brand new. So it's about you looking deeper at this and seeing, okay, this is what I need, this is what I actually don't need. We also have Mercury going direct in your ninth house. And this is actually really great. The ninth house is always a great house to be in because it's a Sagittarius spiritual house. So if there was like any miscommunication with like a mentor or a teacher, if there was things that you needed to study and it didn't really make sense, now it can make sense now. But also, if you guys, even like when it comes to like your belief system, you could be, when it was retro, you could be going back and thinking, oh, you didn't know what to believe, you wanted to actually do this, but you're not really sure. There could have been lots of gossip along the way. But now when it goes direct, you're going to be more focused, more clearer on what you really need to pursue. The month ends when it comes to the sun in Pisces, which is in your 10th house. So this is going to be highlighting about your career, your status, goals, promotions, your things to do with your bosses, and even your father figure. So those were like the main, which is going on in February. So when it comes to like your card story for February, the first card you have is the 5 of Wands. Now the 5 of Wands, as you can see, there are a lot of people, groups of people battling. They could be battling to be heard, battling about a job, battling about, this is about economy as well. It's about arguments, about trying to be on top. Sorry. So with the first week feels very crazy for a lot of you Geminis. I feel this is mostly to do with lots of like discussions and arguments and overblown, hugely animated communication that's going on for a lot of you. For some of you, this could be to do with friends. This could also be to do with in your work as well. Or this could be, I feel this. I'm feeling most of it is to do with like your work and also with friends. This is because no one's listening to each other, and I feel you, Gemini. I feel that it feels like you're like the jewel in the crown, and people want you to listen to them, and you're just like taking everything in, but not really making a decision. So that's one of the reasons why this can cause a deep argument. This can cause a deep battle of the wills. So, but if it's, that's one of the feelings that I'm feeling for a lot of you. But also, I feel this could be a battle within you, Gemini. Because number 5 is like Mercury. It changes. So there's a lot of changes that you're going to be going through in the first week of February. And these changes, it's like, you don't know, it feels like a confusion. You don't know really what to do. but you are doing what you need to do in life. But when you're like at home, or you're just having like that type of solitude, it's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. So a lot of you could be keeping really busy, but you don't want to make a decision. And whether it's you're making a decision within yourself, or people are trying to make decisions for you, it actually seems pretty confusing during the first week. It seems very loud, it seems very fiery, it seems very passionate as well. When we come to the second week, we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a lovely card, but it's also it's Cancer. It's Venus in Cancer. So when we have this card, yes, it's to do with, you know, celebrations, but I feel the third week it's more that, you know, you've sort of come to a conclusion, and if you've made it, if I think if there's choices that you've made, you're going to be now celebrating it. But there's choices that you have made, and you know, obviously you can be celebrating with certain people, but it does feel more like, you know, things are a little bit more settled, and most importantly, it's settled within your mind. Because, you know, whenever you got like an issue or problem, Gemini, yes, you could ask people, a bit like Libra, you can ask people for advice, but the end decision is definitely yours. So I feel you're going to be a bit more calmer, a bit more, you know, things feel a bit more sane as well. I feel that some of you are also going to be celebrated. There's also, it feels like a huge, like a release and celebration, because things are actually going to be going your way as well. But yes, still, I do think that there's some things that are definitely on your mind too. There's things that I feel is definitely on your mind. There can be some to and froing along the way. I feel that you guys, and I feel that also that you guys actually want to get out from your situation. You actually, you know, if you're celebrating with someone, or you're having a nice time with someone over Zoom, you guys want to be physically with people. So that's probably can make a lot of you feel like, yes, this great, this is happening, but I don't really feel that connection. I feel that a lot of you want this sort of like deep connection with people, or with a special someone as well, because this is about, you know, socializing as well. This card is also to do like, you know, gatherings, is parties, you know, it's a happy card. So, you know, and also there could be thoughts coming back from the past for you guys as well. It could be thoughts of a special someone, or it could just be thoughts of how you used to celebrate, how you used to be around your friends. When we come to the third week, we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, every time you see like aces cards, you always know it's a new beginning. So this is a new beginning when it comes to your stamina, creativity. It also means, sorry, when it comes to like stamina, creativity, starting something new, I feel a lot of you during the third week are going to be initiating, obviously, like new action. There's things that are coming, that have come to you. Some things I feel have come to a lot of you quite easily, and now you're going to be putting action into it. There's lots of like words going around, Gemini. There's lots of, especially from the first week, lots of words going around, but there's no action. But the third week seems like there's going to be a lot of action. This action can also be quite fiery. It feels quite a fiery time for a lot of you Geminis. But I feel that you're definitely on top of things. Like, you will be the one to, like, you know, if you're a boss, you're going to be quite diligent in like, this needs to happen, then this, then this, then I can see a lot of you actually in boardrooms, around friends or around colleagues, excuse me, and just saying, this is what needs to happen, that needs to happen, that needs to happen. Trying to burn yourself out, because this card, even though it's about physical stamina, you can actually, you know, it can also lead to burnout as well. But, you know, regardless, this is actually good news which is coming for a lot of you. You guys are really fired up. There's things that you guys have learnt throughout the past 2 weeks in February that you're going to be implementing during the third week. This is about you guys having like a new lease of life, should I say, and, you know, daring to be different. So if there's going to be any creativity that you're going to be doing within a group, dare to be different. I feel some of these, there might be, there's some things that are going on within you guys' mind that you're just going to sort of splat out, and people may look at you quite funny but they'll think, oh, but that's actually quite good. And you'll just think, I'm just being me, you know. So there's like a deariness, a new deariness to a lot of you Geminis. When we come to the 4th week and the sun going into Pisces in your 10th house, you have, which is funny because you've got the 10 of Pentacles. And, you know, when Pisces goes into your 10th house, because, you know, you have like this Neptune Jupiter conjunction. You got Jupiter here as well. This is actually a time where you guys are going to be, you know, the 10th house is like the highest house. So you guys are definitely going to be concentrating on your career. There can be things that you guys can actually miss. Okay. And with this 10 of Pentacles is actually going to be helping grounding you. So yes, you know, you've come into your own now. You have, you know, things feel, I feel that there's an energy more of like, may not necessarily be mentally grounded, but you'll feel that you're feeling grounded. Like things are actually coming together now. You're seeing the fruits of your labor. You're seeing the fruits of your labor from what happened in the 3rd week of you starting this new goal, new project, new fitness regime, new way of thinking, new way of being. And now you're starting to see like the fruits of your labor. So, you know, be happy. Some of you may feel that you need to do more. You need to, you know, try something new, or it's actually worked what you're actually going to do, especially compared to how it was during the 1st week. You know, all these battles and all these, you know, conflicts and arguments. So I feel that the last week, especially going to, because Pisces is about, in a way, nostalgic. So you guys, I feel, going to look back on how February went and how things are now. Also feel some of you guys actually may want to be alone during the 3rd week. You know, some of you may want to be alone when you're working. You may not want to be too much around people. You're just going to be very much in your, you know, you want your space, because there might be like some loose ends that you guys need to tie up. Money wise, it feels really great for a lot of you. It's very rare you see a broke Gemini. They always find ways to make money. So, you know, I feel that, you know, the last week it feels very much grounded. You know, and I feel that a lot of you guys will be working towards mental groundedness too. So Gemini, that was your February 2022 reading. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you'd like a reading, head over to the description below for all the details. Feel free to let me know how February went for you. And yes, thank you very much for listening, Gemini, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.